welcome to the weekend. Almost. It's Friday, April 20th, and it is a D-Day.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but, you guys probably have plans. You guys are busy, but I don't know, if you don't have plans, we could make plans, and maybe we could go check out some AUK athletes, like the boys varsity tennis team, away at Concord High School today at 3:30. And if you're not into boys tennis, maybe girls varsity tennis also plays home against Padua at 3:45. And let's say tennis isn't your thing, you don't like rackets, maybe you like baseball bats. Luckily, JV baseball plays home against Concord High School the same day at 3:45. And girls varsity and JV soccer also play home today against Sanford varsity at 3:45, JV at 5:15. So if you don't have plans, we can make plans.
Now, if you have plans on Friday, so you can't hang out with Shreyas on Friday, you can always hang out with me on Saturday. For the sporting events that day include track and field at the Art Madrid Hall of Fame Invitational at Archmere Academy, starting bright and early at 10 a.m. Varsity softball plays home at 11 a.m. against Newark Charter. Varsity boys lacrosse plays home against Cesar Rodney at 12 p.m. and JV at 2 p.m. And varsity girls lacrosse plays away at Cesar Rodney at 12 p.m. and JV plays at 1:30 p.m. And finally, but not least, varsity baseball plays home at 12 p.m. against Newark Charter.
Wow. I mean, there are so many sports. Go
Both
sports.
days.
Go
Both
sports.
days.
I'm feeling sports. In fact, to just get us kind of in the mood for the weekend, why don't we see some clips from the track meet and soccer match from this week?
Soccer game.
Abby, what are you running this week?
This weekend, I'm running a 100, and I'm doing long jump and high jump.
Hey, Brad, what are your expectations for the meet this weekend?
Trying PR.
Yeah!
Hey, Gabby, what are you running this weekend?
Well, actually, my exchange student is in town, so I will not be able to attend the meet for prior.
Mr. Seltzer, what are your expectations for the meet this weekend?
Mr. Seltzer, what are your expectations?
Okay. I can cut
I'm
it.
trapped in a horrible Abbott and Costello routine.
Stop!
What?
I don't even know what that is. Can you?
My expectations for the meet are, we're going to have everyone go out. They're going to run their best. Seth's going to run a sub 4-minute mile.
Yeah,
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, well.
Rich is going to run
Not you.
9.6 in the 100.
Yep.
Abby's going to jump 10 feet.
Allie's
Yeah.
gonna run 4
Not that
seconds
far.
for 100.
No, high.
Oh, wow.
What else? Max Minio may or may not be there, but if he does, he's going if he is there.
Kyle, what are your expectations for the meet this weekend?
My expectations are that my athletes come out working hard, ready to go, and supporting their teammates so that we can achieve a lot on Saturday.
I love that.
Woo!
Skylines and crowded streets calling my attention. The limelight and empty dreams craving my affections. But there is a perfect voice waiting above the noise. Jesus, my only choice when all the words are screaming. Then I get lost in your eyes.
I forgot Mr. Johnson said we were going to be on the
And find a clarity to life. The world in all the colors rage. But I'm not gonna look away, no. I get lost in your eyes.
what is your favorite part about playing Archmere girls soccer?
Oh God. Well, Julia Jogani sings a lot. That's always fun. And sometimes Catherine McGonagall dances. Oh, but Bardier does this thing where every once in a while he'll be playing with us and he'll get really excited and he'll make this like high-pitched noise, and it's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, and it just makes me really happy. So that would be my favorite thing.
That's really
overall.
nice. That's like
Yeah.
5 favorite things, but
It's like,
we'll take it.
woo, woo. I like it.
Can you do that one more time?
Oh, you can ask him to do it. It's really nice when he does it. I would ask him.
Hey Shreyas, what did the ancient Greeks wear on their feet? Ready for it? Tennis Zeus!
What a great pun, Logan! And excellent to kick off Archmere's trip to Greece in the summer of 2019. There will be an informational meeting Thursday, April 26th at 7 p.m. There are limited spots on this tour, but we could love to have you attend this meeting and learn more about the exciting opportunity. There will be an invite sent out to RSVP to the meeting. If you plan on attending the Greece trip, you must attend this informational meeting.
Turn your magic on. With me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. Turn your magic on. To me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight. We are diamonds, and I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart beating.
That looks like such a fantastic trip. I mean,
Wish we could have gone on it.
yeah, wish we could have gone on it.
Miss Rodak.
But again, remember that this informational meeting will be this Thursday, April 26th at 7 p.m. If you're not there, you're square, and it is mandatory that you attend this meeting if you want to go to Greece.
Which, who doesn't want to go to Greece?
Exactly.
I want to go to Greece, but I guess that's frowned upon since I won't be here. But anyway, now let's hear from the Forensics Club. Archmere hosted the first annual Delaware Speech and Debate State Tournament this past weekend. Mr. Doherty, you're the moderator of the Speech and Debate Club, and how did the tournament go?
You know, Logan, thanks for asking. It went great, actually. We had 5 students participate from Archmere, 7 schools attended, 25 judges, 3 of which were Mr. Johnson, Mr. Manowski, and Dr. Escobar, and our students fared very well. Owen Phillips took first place in Lincoln Douglas debate. Rohit Mathur took first place in declamation. Sophia Liston took first place in poetry interpretation. Alexis Rendell, to my right, took third place in dramatic interpretation, and Seth Bale took second place in poetry interpretation. Jackson Whalen, a fine senior, participated for the fun of it, and he'll be competing in a week and a half at Southern Lehigh High School.
That's
So very
impressive.
successful, lots of people came, it was fun. I think it was fun.
Sounds fun.
Now, Mr. Doherty, you mentioned that a lot of people place, and right here in the studio we have Alexis Rendell, who actually placed third in the dramatic interpretation, which is often known as kind of the most prestigious part of speech and debate is dramatic interpretation.
Right,
So,
right.
Alexis, why don't you tell us a bit more about your performance and how it went down?
Well, I did a piece from a play called The Shadow Box by Michael Christopher, and it's basically a girl, Agnes, telling an interviewer about her relationship with her mother, who is a terminal cancer patient, after the death of her sister, Claire, and it gets intense.
It gets intense, and you know,
Sounds intense. Sounds very
how,
intense.
how did they grade you? Were there tears? Were you able to force yourself to cry? Like, how did that go down?
I don't cry, but I do yell.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. There's one part where I do get pretty confused, and the ending is pretty intense.
That's awesome.
But they basically judge you based on performance. I don't really know how they judge performance.
But obviously you did well, and of course, Mr. Doctor, do you encourage other students to go out and do it?
I absolutely do. There are many opportunities during the school year to compete. You don't have to compete at every event on the weekend. So if you're a busy person, but you like the idea of speech and debate, because it is giving speeches or involving yourself in debates, you can do 3 events a year, you can do 5 events a year, you can do 1 event a year. So it's sort of a choose your own schedule in terms of involvement. So if you're a mock trial type of guy, or a Model UN kind of girl, or a theatrical person, then certainly join Speech and Debate Club, and you can get points, by the way. The only honor society or club that actually scores nationally points for participating and for winning, for placing. So that's something to consider. You can put down you're a member of the National Speech and Debate Association, and you've earned this many points over the course of your career, and that's a nice feature to your college app, something to think about. Plus, good experience in front of audiences, speaking publicly.
And you make friends.
And
You make friends.
That's nice.
I haven't yet, but I'm
Someday.
not looking for that right now.
Now remember that junior prom is next weekend, so Dan Zoo, if you want to ask me, I'm still waiting. But just remember that there are Barksdale forms to sign up for the picture in the main office. Remember this is a prepay event, so if you want to get a Kodak moment, cherish the memories, you should probably pay in advance.
Probably.
Probably.
Thank you guys for your attention, and have a fantastic weekend.